Sheridan.com. Today we're making one of Dave's delicious dishes.
Dave's delicious dishes.
I'm just kidding, I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't have said it out loud. Oh yeah.
Actually, I don't know if we're for sure live yet. Oh yes.
Yeah, we are. Today I am making barbecued meatballs with, well, am I barbecuing them?
You are making barbecued meatballs.
Okay, I am making barbecued meatballs on page 232 of the Dining on a Dime 20th Anniversary Edition. What is it on the Classic?
I don't know what page it is in the Classic. If you give me the Classic, I'll look real quick.
Is this a Classic? Okay.
All right.
Let's check this out. You do a roll call or whatever.
We are live, but I see nobody on the YouTube side. Oh, Donna, Sally, there we go. Julie.
Make the announcement at homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com. I have 8 mystery boxes left at 30% off.
Kelly, Shirley, Christine, Karen, Sharon, Denise, Kirsten. Yay, hello everyone. So today Dave is going to make barbecued meatballs.
I can't find it.
Dun, dun.
And it's on page 232 of the 20th Anniversary Edition Dining on a Dime Cookbook.
And let's see, it's on 177 in the Classic Edition.
Wait, what? Oh, it's on the B.
It's
oh,
under
okay.
the B.
Okay.
Well, it's
under
also under beef. And the meats. So, Tara wanted me to mention before we get going that there are 8 mystery boxes left. Mystery soap boxes. Ooh, soap boxes. Cool. That'd be great for Hyde Park. Just kidding. There are 8 mystery soap boxes left. At homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com, she has a special deal she's been running on those mystery soap boxes, or at least she's been having Gina run that because she's not supposed to be working. Oh, Gina is doing it. Okay. But she wanted me to make a little mention of that as we get going. Today, Dave is going to cook.
Oh, no.
He made a special request for today's dinner, and I thought, I bet you could do this. So he volunteered to step right up. He was all brave and everything.
Well, I didn't. I still need some help, though.
Okay, so let's see. Before we get going, anybody have anything to say? Howdy, everyone.
Oh, wait.
You are live. Can't wait to watch you guys.
We
Yay.
just throw it together and put it...
It's easy peasy.
Oh, okay. This is easy peasy. Never mind. We can talk to people for a second.
Oh, yay, Kathy. It's funny because after you asked on Friday, I checked it. It said you were supposed to get it today, so I'm glad you got it. Kathy got a book today in the mail. Nancy, been cooking from the 20th anniversary. You know, there is a recipe in the 20th that we need to make that Tara had suggested when she first started taking off. Whoa, hello. You've gotten extra smart, I guess.
Yep, we got some new glasses today.
New glasses? Yay.
Can you see better with them?
Can you see better?
You can't.
Cooking with Dave.
How much more beautiful Mom is with them?
So our studio audience is flirting with our young lad here.
Uh-oh.
Where can I buy lard in bulk? I have no idea.
Mom
Tara
says
said,
Walmart.
our studio audience has said Walmart
And
or Costco. All right, so we're going to go ahead
else? Sam's Club, too. Let
So
me see if I can...
we're going to go ahead and get moving then. I asked Dave the other day. I told Dave I was going to do something for a show, and he said, I'm really feeling meatballs. And I was thinking, you can make meatballs. So we'll have to do that on a show sometime soon, and today is that day. So,
Ooh, hang on, let me get my glasses.
So while Dave cleans his glasses, I'm going to share the recipe here. And
is this 3 pounds?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm going to share the recipe here, and if you have the Dining on a Dime cookbook, it's on page 232 in the 20th anniversary and 177 in the Classic.
Oh, we need a camera, dude. We can't just magically...
I will magically do it.
Oh, okay.
When is Tara coming back?
Yeah, I forgot. I gotta wash my hands.
March 31st.
Let me go do that first.
She changed it.
She said March 31st, but the other day she was talking about pretty shortly soon, so I'm not sure how soon. But I was going to try to keep her off the show a little longer because I have a few more shows I want to do. I got a few more shows in me. And Dave does too.
Wait, what?
Mary, Tara's barbecue sauce is so good. Yes, and we're going to actually make a sample of it today for just that purpose. So, all right. Let's see. Okay, Jack, Dave's gonna have to start cooking here. So
getting my hands clean. So.
Ooh, tell Dave his hair is looking really good.
My hair is looking mighty fine. All right. Okay, magic cameraman, get over there.
Applications for girlfriends must be sent to mom.
Mom says all applications for girlfriends must be sent through mom. Okay.
All right. So we're making barbecue meatballs on page 232.
On page 232 of the 20th anniversary edition of Dining on a Dime, and on.
And 177 in the classic. Yes.
Yep.
So this is a pretty simple recipe. Dave, do you recall how to make it?
Well, the book tells me. You just throw all the ingredients together, and then you put it in a pan and squish them into meatballs.
All right.
And cook it.
So let's get started.
Okay, can you tilt down?
Jack, that stuff is nasty, so you can have it if you want, but I wouldn't suggest it. Yes, I will tilt down. So we've already sort of pre-prepped this, mainly because I used a little bit of this hamburger earlier today. But go ahead and you can go ahead and start.
Okay, now it says that I have to mix all the ingredients in a bowl and blend well. So I'm gonna get my 3 pounds of meat. Do I just squish it out?
Yep.
Oh man.
And I probably would
Jack, stop.
move it closer to the middle.
Yep. Yeah. Here we go.
All right. Good thing we're not in middle school. That was sorry. All right.
Did you hear Jack?
What did he say?
He was making a lot of weird noises.
Oh.
If I can
All
get
right.
it out. Okay, there we go. Do I just throw the rest away, or do it?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and scrape out what you can there. You're going to be mixing it with your
Yep.
hands here in a second, so.
Yeah. Ew. Ew. No, not really. Okay, now I can wait. Throw it away. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. 'Cause I
Sandra
haven't
says,
ever
do
done
your
this
magic,
before.
Dave.
Okay, and then I'm gonna get 2 cups of oatmeal. Hopefully this is 2 cups or more. Where's the 2 cups?
Oops, let me
So
make
I'm
sure
gonna-
that's actually on camera. Hold on a second. Oh, yep.
So I'm
Just
gonna
do it down here.
February 25th for Turner's birthday.
Toward's birthday.
Whoa, that's way too much. So I'm gonna.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Why don't you wash your hands real quick?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I probably
gonna-
should.
I'll pour this back in here while you do that to get that to...
Yeah.
Heidi wants to know what you can use instead of evaporated milk.
Heidi! Heidi wants to know what you can use instead of evaporated milk. I asked Tara that same question because I was going to bring some home, and she said, I never make it with evaporated milk. And she wasn't sure why her grandmother did. So she said she usually just uses regular milk.
Ooh.
So we can use either one, but we may change it in the future
I think
since
they're essentially the same thing. Just one is dry.
Well, no, the evaporated is more dense.
Oh wait. Oh, you're talking about evaporated, not powder.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna put my 2 cups of oatmeal in here. Right. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right, let me make sure we've got that here.
Then you gotta get 2 eggs up in here. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, these ones are.
Yeah, hit it a little harder, boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's. Oh no.
It's gonna make it extra crunchy, meatloaf.
Oh no, I didn't get any.
I'm
of
just
that in
joking.
there. Woo! That was a close one. I didn't get any shells in there. Throw that in there.
Yay, Penny! My cookbook will be here tomorrow. Hooray!
Hooray!
As far as when Tara's coming back on, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Be extra careful not.
I think right around the
There
middle
we
of
go.
February, dear.
March 31st. I don't know.
Today she's saying March 31st. The other day she was like tomorrow. Well, not really that soon.
Here,
But
should I wash my hands again?
yeah, just to make sure. Basically, if you touch the meat or the raw eggs, it's probably good then to wash it before you touch other stuff.
Well, yeah, I touched the eggs, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Let me get back over here. Okay, now we're gonna do 1
Hey,
teaspoon.
Bandana Grandma's on. Hi, Susie.
1 teaspoon. Here, let me.
Actually,
Grab my hands a little
Sybil,
bit more.
well, we made a batch of this earlier, and this mixing bowl worked, but I made slightly less earlier, so we'll see.
Okay.
Hi, Denise from England.
Now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Here.
So Mike's going
Like
to have to
pop it
show
out.
off his his apron here.
Oh yeah, I need to show off mine too. You should
Since-
just zoom out.
Since Denise from England is on.
Is
Yeah,
Amy
we-
Chi on?
Hmm?
Is Amy Chi on?
I have not seen Amy yet.
I just put in 1 teaspoon of onion powder.
Yeah, so Jill said what I was thinking was true. She just confirmed it, that the evaporated milk makes it a little richer. Although the truth is that it's going to be pretty heavy anyway, since it's a lot of meat and stuff. So I'm not sure how much difference it would make.
1 cup of milk. Oh, they can't see that, can they?
You just hold it down.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Stormy says it's going to be 45 below.
Susie says, I've made this recipe several times and my family loves it. Where does Stormy live that it's 45 below?
She's
Here,
Minnesota,
wait.
I can't remember.
There we go.
Minnesota? Wow. Or Michigan.
1
Minnesota?
cup.
I can't remember.
Wendy, yes, Tara's okay. She was needing a break, and we haven't had any breaks that were sufficiently long enough, so she's been kind of trying to take off an extended
2.
break, although it's been more difficult to stay away than she anticipated. Partly because she's just too important around here.
We should just have her breaks be a do what you want, so then she can jump in if she has to, but...
Thanks, Marie. I love this apron, too. Actually, we had one of our friends in London that we met, Darren. Didn't Darren send us this?
I think you did.
Oh, I got you this one.
Oh,
Oh, Darren
oh.
sent us the one with the
Was it the
Monopoly.
Monopoly?
The-
Yeah.
The London or England Monopoly, yeah.
Who wants to know if you can use almond milk? Yes, you can.
Susie, yes, you can use almond milk. Oh, Stormy says she's in Iowa.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, put the chili powder in, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't been following. You're just going down the list,
Yeah.
right? Yep.
2 teaspoons of salt. Now chili powder, yeah?
Yep. And I think that's about all we have on that chili powder is about 2 teaspoons. Hold it down here just a little so make sure it's in the. I can't see the shot. There we go. Yeah.
Here, about that.
Yep.
Gonna just go about. If I can get this to go. Here, hang on. I'm gonna do 3 for this because they're all like half teaspoon. 'Cause I can't pick it up. Okay, there we go.
Hi, Terry from Mesa, Arizona. Sally says Dave is doing great.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I forgot to put this on. Get this closed. Do we have more pepper? Because I don't think I can grab it with this.
Susie says, nicely done, Mike. She's just too important around here. Tara, take all the time you need. The guys are doing well. So spend some time planting your garden and doing things that bring you joy.
March 31st.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I'm really surprised. It's gone fast.
This is about a half a
The
teaspoon.
time that Tara's been gone so far, that's fine.
Okay.
The thing on the
just-
pepper is it's just a little extra flavor.
Yeah, it looks about half a teaspoon. I just wasn't sure because we didn't have the measuring.
Oh, I
spoon
didn't
over
give you
here.
onion. Did you have onion powder?
Yep, onion powder.
Oh, yay. Okay, good.
Okay, that's everything.
So now this is the fun part. Don't
Can I first squish it with this just to get the meat squished down? So it's
you
not
can
still
you
under?
can squish it with whatever you want.
Okay.
It's usually easiest to use your hands for this part
Oh yeah, this is.
because it's really hard. So basically, at this point, you want to make sure your hands are clean, and then you'll squish it all up with your hands. And then when you're done, you want to, of course, wash your hands thoroughly again before you touch anything else.
Yeah, let me go put this in the sink and wash my hands and then I'll
Is
let
this fresh or frozen meat? Either.
The meat can either be fresh or frozen, but generally, if it's frozen, of course, you want to let it defrost enough to handle it. And earlier today, I was doing a little test with it, which is where the rest of this meat went. And it was still pretty cold and firm at the time. So I left it out so that it would be a little bit easier for Dave to work it.
Oh no.
All right.
Dave is doing good! Thank you, whoever that was. That scrolled by too quickly.
So, oh, hey, one thing about this, guys. We're making this exactly according to the
Just go?
recipe, which will be barbecued. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh
Mush
my
the eggs and the...
goodness, this is super slimy.
Ooh, let's see. Do
Ah,
I
it's
have...
freezing cold.
Maybe I should see if I can get this camera zoomed in a little more so everyone can see. And it's too bad we can't. Does it? Okay.
Ah! Oh, no, it's coming
It's making
out.
a big sloshing noise, guys.
We need ASMR. Get the mic up real close.
Okay, Dad, add extra sound effects there.
All right. Julie, dear, my special for television can stay in there a little longer, right? Okay.
Ah, man, this is super cold.
So keep working it, boy. Put your back into it.
Why is all this stuff refrigerated, though?
Where did we get that bowl, dear?
Which one?
Kathy asked, where did you get your big bowl? And Sally...
Oh, that one I got for 25 cents at Walmart
Ah.
on Christmas like 15 years ago.
Oh, Tara said she got it for a quarter at Walmart like 15 years ago. We actually have several of those. Dave is a chef. Dave, you're adorable.
Oh, I'm adorable?
Yeah.
Oh.
Amy T says Dave is doing a fabulous job and nothing beats making your kids work for their dinner to make sure they appreciate the effort it takes to provide for them.
It's freezing cold. Ah, my hands.
You'll
Sorry,
survive. Keep mixing it.
Hang on. Okay, there we go.
Stop your slacking and get cracking. Cheryl just got my cookbook. So excited. Thank you, Mike Tara. Yay. Nice looking watch, Dave. I see why. Nice looking watch, Dave. I see why you got it. Oh yeah. It takes a special watch devotee to notice it. So good job,
is that
Leslie.
good? Do you think that's good?
That's pretty nicely mixed. You just may want to make sure that everything's kind of evenly mixed, that all the oatmeal is mixed in.
'Cause it looks
Here, pull
so-
it back and let's just see. There's no pile of oatmeal at the bottom, right? Yeah, that's looking good.
Not that I could see. I don't see any.
So then, I'll grab these for you. You'll want to start.
Should I? Yeah, keep my hands.
You're
in
going to
there.
still be working the meat, so yeah.
So just put them into balls and.
Yeah,
Stick them on
so let me just make sure I've got this. Yeah, I've got that on camera here.
Snowball these up.
So just roll them into balls, and that size, or maybe just a hair smaller, will be good. Mom makes them actually about half that size, but I wasn't sure how much they cook down. So that's probably perfect right there. So David's making them into, let's see, that one right there is kind of between a ping pong ball and a tennis ball.
Yeah. If you're using Imperial, I would say about an inch. And if you're using about an inch in radius, not diameter.
Probably about.
It's 2 inches in diameter.
Yeah, I would
And
say
about
2 inches.
4 centimeters in diameter if you're
people-
using metric.
People probably would think diameter, so yeah, I'd leave it with that. So Dave is.
Does it matter how compressed they are together?
Nope. Well, I would maybe leave a little gap between them so the air can get between them and cook. And just be sure you don't.
Know if you watch the Super Bowl, only if the Broncos are playing.
We didn't watch the big game.
We don't usually. Did it already happen? I guess that gives you my story. I guess that gives it away. We don't usually watch the big game, but we do. If the Broncos are playing, we do. But it's been quite a while. We're not very much into football. Hate to say it. Uh-oh, we just got a bunch of people unsubscribing when I said we're not much into football. Just kidding. Elizabeth crossing Iowa off the list of places to look for a job because of the 45 below.
Kind of roll them in your hands a little bit, Dave.
Oh, roll
So
them?
kind of rolled them.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me re-roll some of these.
You had the clay thing when you were in school, right?
Yes, but
Well,
these,
here, hold your hand down here where they can see
these
you
don't
doing
feel
it.
like clay.
There you go.
Okay, I kind of roll it in your hand.
That's what I'm. What?
I kind of roll it a little bit.
What? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm rolling it.
Julie, got my books on Friday.
That's what I've been doing it. Yeah,
You're
gross.
disturbing your mother.
You're not supposed to be in here, woman.
Mother, get
You
out
got
of
this under
here.
control.
No
You can put them
show.
really close together too.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Dad said leave breathing
No,
air.
you don't need to for those.
You can't say you need a break if you're going to keep coming in here, woman. Go sit down.
You can tell.
And I have to make sure you're doing it right.
Julie says, got my books on Friday and immediately started reading. My daughter and I have already found recipes we want to try next week. Yay,
Ooh,
Julie.
Well,
yay.
Brenda said you could use an ice cream scoop. That's a good idea.
Oh, then you get them all almost the same size if you do that.
Well, yeah, but then they're really small.
No, we have a big ice cream scoop.
Yeah, Wendy, if anything goes wrong, awry, she can jump in, but we're having a hard time keeping her away because she said, she kept saying she needed the time, but trying to keep her back away from it is a
All
challenge.
right, Mr. 3,000 questions.
I haven't asked you that many hardly at all today.
Maybe Jamie needs
Julie.
to just break up the speed again and steal Mom.
Julie says hi from Earth, Texas. Julie, I think it was you we sent something to recently, and I was thinking,
There's
Earth,
a town
Texas?
called Earth, Texas.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Austin, and I'd never heard of Earth, Texas.
we have a
That's
problem.
pretty cool. Did YouTube go out? I don't believe so. Oops.
You have to press.
I know. I've got it
Play.
paused. Go ahead and keep making
You're
that while I
getting it
check.
together, Dave, they said.
I'm getting it together?
People.
What?
I'm
I'm
checking.
getting
Oh,
it
hey.
together.
Super chat from Jonathan. Dave rolling meatballs. Now you're rolling in dough, too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.
That
So
was
that's
very,
a $5 super chat for you. You get a bonus.
That was a very
I wonder how
interesting.
Jonathan feels about finding the Sasquatch.
I don't know. Who found the Sasquatch?
Jonathan said he saw the Sasquatch.
Oh, that's right.
Me?
Tourists. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did a little video chat with Jonathan, Florida Singularity, on YouTube. He's pretty awesome, guys. If you want to check out his channel sometime, it's Florida Singularity. He puts a lot of quirky, fun things on there. But he said he saw Tara in the background. He said, "Wow, seeing Tara is like seeing the Sasquatch." Torrid says Norway got silver yesterday in handball. Denmark got the gold. Wow. I did not know there was a handball competition.
What? Oh, okay, that was stiffer than normal, so I was like, oh no. Dude, some of my friends in Russia, they got like -5 or something. -5 Celsius, but still, it's freezing cold.
Hmm.
Freezing.
Supposed to be -50 in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Actually, Clara says maybe make a meatloaf too. Yeah, we could do the same. So this will work for meatloaf, right?
You're just shaping it into a meatloaf.
So if we wanted to make meatloaf, we could just shape this into a meatloaf or put it in a meatloaf
You want me
pan.
to put that one in?
So we're gonna.
meatloaf?
Usually this takes one. Is this 9 by 13? I think. What does it say in the book there? I think it says 9 by 13 and it.
Put into a 9 by 13 inch pan and an 8 by 8 pan and pour barbecue sauce over them.
That's quite a variety of sizes there, Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I like variety.
No, I was just thinking, but they'll bake at different rates, so we might have to break up the big ones into smaller ones.
Oh, right.
That's
Okay, I'll do
We'll
all
go ahead and
small
work on
ones.
this, and then we'll adjust those.
I'll do all small ones over here.
Yeah, if you want to make a meatloaf, you can just take the same recipe, and you could put it in a pan like this. And in fact, we could, if we wanted to, we could take the rest of what's in there and just put it on here. And for meatloaf, most commonly, you would just put a big squirt of ketchup down the middle, kind of make a little trench and put that in there, and then when you slice it, each piece has a little bit of ketchup on the top. And for meatloaf, I might be put, instead of onion powder, a little bit chunkier pieces of onion, just because it adds some nice texture.
See, I'm trying to get them all the same size now, just for you, Dad.
Up to 65 below in North Dakota tonight.
Oh, 60, maybe 65 below in North Dakota? That's just crazy. Julie, I absolutely adore your family and all the videos. Thank you, Julie. That's very encouraging. We
People say the
appreciate
world
it.
is warming.
Barbara, I just saw it was Dave doing the meatballs. Yeah.
Hang on.
He
I'm trying to
requested them.
sit. I'm trying to sit
getting
because my legs are getting tired. I've been standing like a lot.
Let me switch over and see what that's. Oh, yeah.
You can also see my hands better, I think.
Yep.
Here, let me.
I think it's also a little easier for me to do some of the moderating on the comments and just check everything out. Michelle says school's canceled for the next 2 days in northern Wisconsin because of the wind chills.
Ooh.
Wow.
Dude, the wind chill earlier today was so freezing. I don't know if you were. Did you feel it this morning? While you
it
were
was
taking
bitter.
Jack to
It was
school?
bitterly cold this morning.
Because
Yeah.
it was super dry. It wasn't humid at all. And then the winds were like incredibly high. Mom, it's already. You just.
Oops. Oh wait, what do you do?
guys?
Oh, except. Oh no, it looks terrible actually. What, are you gonna put it on us?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Up more. More.
Wait,
more.
then you can't see the meatloaf.
There
Tilt
you
down.
Oh.
Go ahead and go down a little because
Want
you
people
can't
to
see,
see the
or
meatloaf?
the meatballs. I mean.
Oh, why don't you sit down too then?
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Hey
our heads are
Jack,
getting
can you
cut
go
off.
tilt down the camera so Mom doesn't tempted to touch it?
Go push
How
Mom.
far? How far?
Um,
I don't have a computer with me.
Oops,
Yeah.
sorry, I wasn't looking good. Oh, up a little. Tilt up just a little. Perfect, right there.
Still showing you on your left.
Looking great.
Sorry, hang on. I gotta mix this part. There was a small clump of oatmeal. There's a clump of oatmeal. What is up with all these clumps of oatmeal? I really hope my watch does not get
Tell
mixed.
Nan you can see her better.
Huh?
I think I'm gonna need to take this out of here.
Tell Mom what? I mean, tell Nan what?
Just gonna have Jack tell Nan he can see her better.
Oh! You're going through
This
the
is
magic
still
of
turned on, right?
television early?
I don't know.
It's not turned on. Okay.
I'll just.
Yeah, it's been a little bit longer.
Wonder how long it's been turned off.
Did you turn the oven off, Jack?
It wasn't me for sure, I know.
I wonder if something's wrong with that oven.
No, when the timer stopped, I hit this quit button and that canceled it. I betcha. Oh, Jack, Nan says I see you, handsome. Connie, I had 10 pounds of hamburger, so I used part and the rest in the freezer to use later. Oh,
That's
hey,
usually what I do.
Tara does that too. And one thing that's really cool is you can freeze these frozen or cooked, right?
Yeah.
So you can make up a bunch of meatballs like this and put them on a flat tray and stick them in the oven and let them kind of firm up, and then put them in a freezer bag in smaller portions, so that if you want to only cook some of them for dinner one day and have some more for other dinners, it works perfectly. The other thing is you can cook them all and then put them in a freezer bag or container. And typically we end up with more than we eat. So of course we usually save them and they don't last very long because the family likes them a lot.
Can you get a third pan?
Closer together.
Go push Mom. I think they're
No.
having fun with control of the show.
But I can't really push them any closer.
No, this is...
They're all very close to each other.
You can actually
They shrink.
put them
But
a
we
little...
have another pan.
Well,
Not really.
here, why don't you make these a little smaller for a sec. So...
Just push them a little bit closer and you can... Yeah.
And those really huge ones, why don't you maybe break them down into slightly smaller. You don't have to be perfectionist, but just so they're not radically different in size. Denise says, I hear Buster. Yes, you do. He's walking all around seeing if we can drop something. Julie, do we still offer the e-course for meal planning? Yes, we do. I'll share a link to our store here. It says find all the books, including our Dining on a Dime cookbook. The e-course is there. It's called the How to Save on Groceries e-course. And it has a bunch of ebooks and then I think like 10 or so videos with Tara and Jill talking about kind of how to apply all that stuff. And it's really good for especially meal planning and kind of putting together a lot of the stuff with the recipes. And there are some recipes in there as well. So I just shared that link.
Good job, Dave. Awesome job, Dave. Good job.
Hashtag love for Dave, question mark?
So we have some cooking that we're going to show you guys. The oven got turned off by, I think, Mike. So we have some cooking we'll show you after he's done with this.
Maybe you should
But-
do cooking shows more.
If for some reason you can't stick around, you can, after these are done, we will put some barbecue sauce over the top and then cook them at 350 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven for about an hour.
Dave, those meatballs look good.
Yay! I would just cut that one in half.
Cut this one right
Yeah,
now.
then the rest would be all right. Maybe we should have, I forgot who suggested it, maybe we should have taken her advice and just made the rest meatloaf.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, that's what I was thinking. I didn't say it.
Megan, I like Mike's ketchup at the bottom of meatloaf pan trick. I put ketchup or tomato pasta or salsa on top of meatloaf so it cooks into top and makes sort of glaze, but I hadn't thought of putting it on the bottom.
Pasta?
Hmm?
Did you just say pasta? Are you being English? He's being English.
Oh,
No,
I don't think so.
They look really good, Dave.
Thank you. Wait, do we get any hashtag love for Daves in the chat?
Connie says, I made burritos and buroks. I've heard of buroks, but I can't remember what they are.
Go to YouTube.
Jared says you can be a chef one day, Dave.
What was that?
See if there are any hashtag love for Dave?
Bandana
Question mark?
Grandma, hashtag love for Dave.
Question
Ooh,
mark?
Amy T, hashtag love for Dave always. You're doing an amazing job, bud.
Ooh.
Dave, what other food do you like to cook?
I don't know.
You do know at least one thing you like to cook.
Are you talking about cheeseburger rolls?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but I haven't cooked them for a whole year now. I don't think I'll.
Hashtag love for Dave, Jennifer.
Woohoo!
Whoa! We need to get a hashtag love for Dave counter and see how many people we can get to say hashtag, like different people. Like, so you don't spam it in the chat and that ups the counter, but like, every new person that says hashtag love for Dave gets points.
Hey, Jonathan, Florida Singularity did another super chat. Jack, awesome tech work.
What?
Smooth, so smooth, didn't know you were there.
Kathy, hashtag love for Dave.
So Dave did step away for a second. Did you actually drop any? Not really.
I
Michelle,
dropped
hashtag
one,
love for Dave.
but it was one small, tiny oatmeal flake, so I'm not sure it really matters. We'll still have to clean it up, though. The dog might eat it. I don't know.
All
We
right.
still have a little bit more, like one big meatball's worth.
Here, we'll just scooch these aside.
Ow.
Here, just gently scooch them over and just
Here, Dave. Nancy sent
stick
this
that in
for
there.
you.
Ah, thank you.
Hashtag love for Dave. Turin. Hashtag
So
love for
use
Dave.
that and
Kristen.
just mush it up and put it in there. Okay.
Hashtag
I
love
make-
for Dave. Darlene.
Tiny meatballs?
Just make about the same size and just kind of alternate them, like put them a little bit inside of. Here, I'll just do it. Kinda
Oh,
like-
I was trying one on the edge.
Like that, so you get yourself a little more space.
Oh, there's a hole right there.
It's all right.
You can squish
They'll
more.
cook. They'll cook fine even if they're touching each other. They'll reduce a little bit, especially since we found that the 73% is cheaper, but it does cook more fat out of it and shrink down a little bit
Is
more.
that
But it
fat?
ends up being cheaper even after you account for the fat being cooked out of it. So,
Elizabeth, hashtag love for Dave.
all right, I'm gonna go wash
Yay!
this. I'm gonna go wash this bowl, and then you can come wash your hands.
Hashtag love for Dave.
Okay, so so Dave.
Yeah?
After you wash your hands, we'll make a quick barbecue sauce for it, just to show everybody how. Oh,
Okay.
Buster, I wish I could pick you up, but I've been
Look at
touching
those!
food.
Oh, I look like a zombie.
All right,
Not really a zombie, but a gross hands.
so
Eh.
when Dave comes back here in just a second after he washes his hands, we're gonna make the this barbecue sauce that's also on page 232 in the 20th anniversary edition Dining on a Dime, and page 177 in the classic edition.
Oh, I did like cooking pizza. Though.
And I forgot to share the link again, so if you don't have it, I'm going to share the link where you can get it. And I'm also going to share the link to the recipe in case you don't have the book in front of you and you want to make it right now. So I'll share that again.
Ugh, my hands are so
Hashtag
dirty.
good job, Dave.
Hashtag thanks, guys.
Actually, Dave, he seems to like cooking if he can understand how. He's a little bit shy about being on camera. You wouldn't know it because I think mostly he doesn't want to be the center of the focus. Can you say
I'm fine with
hashtag?
being on camera, but I don't like being the subject.
Can you say hashtag introvert? Bonita says, grate a potato, an onion, and a carrot into the leftover meat to make your meatloaf. Delish. That would be delish.
Ooh, Jamie thinks you should make bacon cheeseburger rolls, Dave.
Ooh, bacon cheeseburger rolls.
I'm the cinematographer or photographer. I'm not the model. Like, yeah.
Hashtag love for all. Hashtag love for Dave.
Hashtag Dave loves bacon. Oh, wait,
Oh.
no. Oh, wow.
Kelly has hashtag heart emoji for Dave.
Well, thank you.
Yay.
Elizabeth, hashtag fellow introvert.
Introversion for the win.
You guys are awesome. Okay, so Dave, let's go ahead and make this barbecue sauce real quick. And with the barbecue sauce, let's just make a half batch because I actually made some earlier and there's some left over here. So we're gonna have Dave make it just a half batch. So here's the, we've got the brown sugar and the, let's see, where's the ketchup?
Do I do 3/4 then of
No,
the
just,
brown sugar?
oh yeah, 3/4. Yeah, just half everything that's on there. What did I do with the ketchup?
So 3/4, 1, 1/4, and 1. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's best barbecue sauce ever.
Hopefully mine is. Wait, oh wait, should we get rid of the
Sorry,
milk
Jimmy.
out of here?
Mhm.
Should we get rid of the milk?
All right. So here's a just to make it easier, since Mom has the brown sugar in the jar. Here, maybe I'll stand shorter so I'm not above the camera.
Kirsten, hashtag introverts unite.
You don't actually have to pack it in
Behind
there
their
real precisely.
computers in their home.
Just kind of stuff it all in there and then dump it. So this sauce, So on the sauce, you don't have to cook it. Okay, cool. I forgot. All right.
That's about 3/4, right? Am I doing that correctly?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hang
maybe
on,
just a little
I gotta
more.
flatten it.
That's-
I gotta just make sure. This has to be perfect.
I never knew Dave was
Okay.
so precise until we started
this?
cooking.
Just dump it.
Yep, just dump it in there.
No, some of it fell out.
And I should have had you put the ketchup in first because you need 1 cup of ketchup.
Oh.
Let me
Whoops.
grab here's another measuring cup. We used to have a 1 cup measuring cup.
No, I can still put it in here.
Darlene loves to see a teenage boy learning to cook.
Woohoo! All right, so can
You
you?
can tell he's my brother. Okay.
Jack is a lot more perfectionist than Dave on this kind of stuff.
He is, but you know, I grew out of the perfection. Oh wait, so how do I measure ketchup?
So 1 cup
It must be
is
flat.
it's all circle, like snake.
it's liquid. Just squirt in there till it looks like it's about there, and then just kind of shake the cup slightly, and it'll all kind of level out because it's liquid.
So 1 cup.
Yep.
Everybody
Wow.
thinks it's cool watching me learn to cook, Dave. You gotta make a good husband.
Jack is doing some precision brown
no.
sugar organizing over there.
No, it's just under 1 cup.
How much?
Give it another little squirt, and you'll be good.
Close the lid, pound it down.
Well, how close is it? Oh, that's perfect, Dave.
Oh yes, okay, now it's perfect.
So now you have to write ketchup on the grocery list.
Okay, put it in here.
Yep. Actually, you know what might be easier? Why don't you dump the brown
Yeah, I
sugar
was
into
gonna
the
say.
ketchup?
I was gonna say.
And then garlic powder and liquid smoke. Let me grab those for
Done.
you.
Oh no!
Oh, there's the garlic powder over there.
Oh no! It got stuck to the milk.
Just use a spoon. Here.
Yeah, but our spoon is in the. Oh, here we go.
We've got a whole house
What
full of
is the
spoons.
green stuff in the jar?
So the
This-
jar is not
this-
actually, the jar is green, but what's in it isn't. Here.
This is brown sugar.
Yep. So Tara's been storing the brown sugar in these mason jars.
They're
It's kind of-
actually they're really useful.
You ruined it!
It's really pretty. Uh-oh, I messed up Jack's perfection there. Okay, so go ahead and put the rest in there.
Hang on.
We want to get those in the oven. And we actually have some,
Okay, cool.
through the magic of television,
Jack, come on.
we have some in the oven that are going to be, they're almost done, and we'll show you guys that
Okay,
in a
do
minute.
what?
So put the rest of the items in.
So 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic. Do we have a 1/4 teaspoon over there? I think we
I
do.
forgot we're only halving this recipe.
Elizabeth said her
here's a
8-year-old
quarter.
son is watching Dave cook and says it's super awesome. The guys are being cooking champs.
Thank you. So Elizabeth's son said that Elizabeth said her 8-year-old son is watching and saying, "Awesome that the guys are being cooking champs." So yay. So
1 teaspoon
Wednesday,
of liquid smoke.
I'm going to be making
5 milliliters.
guacamole tostadas. And I thought about making something else along with that, but that will be the thing I'm going to say for sure. But I may make some other Mexican thing to go with it, some easy Mexican thing. And I think I decided to go ahead and make my difficult Mexican thing
Wait.
next week.
Wait, no, this is 1 tablespoon, not 1 teaspoon. Are there three teaspoons?
No, this is
in
a
it?
tablespoon.
Yeah, I know.
That's a teaspoon.
I mean, yeah, that says 1 tablespoon. I was.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
don't know. I was flipping out because I didn't want to put
Were you about to guess how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
3.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I assumed that because it filled it up about 1/3.
Denise said we might get 1/10 of an inch where I am. They lowered the count.
Oh my goodness, that smells like smoke.
We had a dusting this morning, just enough to see it on the ground, but not enough to really do anything.
It smells super smoky.
Tostadas, so is Carol.
Excited for the tostadas? Yeah, guacamole tostadas are yummy. Super, super yummy. And they're easy, and they don't require cooking, although I
Okay.
probably will cook. There's another thing I was thinking of adding, which is easy, that I just like.
Do I do
So,
this?
is that all the ingredients in there? Yep, just stir it up really,
Let me
really
make
well.
sure. There's the garlic, there's the brown sugar, there's the liquid smoke, and ketchup. Okay.
Stir it all up real aggressively.
I'm gonna start out smoothly because I don't want things to fly around. We gotta do more hiking, boy. We'll post it on YouTube, boy. Mom, you wanna come taste test?
Yep.
She's coming to taste test.
Roberta, I add brown sugar to the ketchup and a dash of how do you say
Worcestershire?
that? Worcestershire.
I think it's Worcestershire.
They used to, my family growing up used to say Worcestershire, but I've heard other people call it other stuff.
That's one of those weird English things where you just have
Lift
no
the spoon
idea.
up.
Oh.
Buster will find what you drop. Yes, Wanda, Buster is the vacuumer in the house.
Mama's over there dying
What's that?
because of how delicious my barbecue sauce is.
Wow.
How much better mine is from Dad.
Okay, so
I
the
think
barbecue sauce. Oh, we should have kept some ketchup. Well, I guess that'll be fine. So now we just take the barbecue sauce. Tar said she only usually makes a half of a batch because the full batch is just more than everybody eats because we don't drown it in there. So now you can see this. Dave's going to pour it over this. So just kind of pour it on. And if we have some extra from earlier.
I'm gonna try to pour less on because I'm not a huge fan of barbecue sauce.
Well, and one thing, you don't have to actually use barbecue sauce at all. So you can use sweet and sour sauce. You can use teriyaki sauce, hot wing sauce.
Could you use ranch?
You could. Would ranch work?
Well, you could dip them in ranch after.
No.
You could dip them in ranch after they're cooked, but the ranch might get all gnarly when it's in there for an hour.
Yeah, no, I was joking.
Cook 'em with the ranch.
Tara said you could use horseradish. I thought that might be kind of
Dip later.
as a dip later. Because one thing Tara does, she often cooks like a batch of them just like this, without any sauce, and then we can put whatever we want. Now, another thing is you can put them in there for the hour, but maybe 5 or 10 minutes before, you can put some cheese on the top, and it'll bake the cheese on real crunchy and nice. And that's really awesome too. But you don't want, if you do cheese, you don't want it on the whole hour, or it'll get all.
Bacon bits.
Did I do it right?
Yep. Is that all that you want on there?
Well, I was saving some for that because I didn't.
Oh, if you want to put more on there, we've got this too.
Well, I'm not a fan of drowning it, so I was just gonna use this for that.
All right.
Usually she can use it in the slow cooker.
Julie, yes, you can use it in a slow cooker. How long would you just put it in there for half the day or something?
Probably 3 hours.
3 hours on high?
Quickly.
So Tara says probably 3 hours on high on the slow cooker. So then we take, while Dave's doing that, I'm going to put these in the oven. But before I do, I'm going to take out the ones that we were
Doing before. Oh.
So earlier today, we made a batch, and this is them.
If you can see it, I can't get to the computer.
So, actually, I should have waited just a second, but I didn't. I turned off the oven by accident in the middle, so I'm not sure if they're cooked enough. So I'm going to open one up here and take a quick look. And if they are, then we can do a taste test. While Dave is doing that.
There we go. Wait.
Woohoo!
That one's a little bit oatmeal. This batch is a little bit more oatmeal-y than the other.
Nope, it's not quite done yet.
Heidi said you're doing great, Dave.
Heidi Strain?
Heidi Hirschbaum.
Oh, thank you!
Heidi says yum yum.
I wasn't sure which Heidi because we have like 10 Heidis in a...
So generally an hour in the oven should be plenty. If they go a little longer, it won't really hurt anything. But when the oven got up to its full temperature and it beeped, I was turning off the timer and I accidentally stopped the oven. So our Magic of TV ones aren't quite ready yet.
So now we'll talk about...
So you want to set the oven to 350 and then put them in for about an hour, right Dave?
Oh wait, right now?
For Dave.
Put them in right now?
We can go ahead and put those in.
Okay.
You don't want to wait till later on these, do you, dear?
Huh?
You don't want us to wait till later on these, do you? The ones he just made?
Oh, you can go and throw them in and we'll freeze them.
Are there any...
Mom says hang on to them and we'll freeze them.
Oh.
So we have a batch. Let's see if I can swing over here where we can see the camera. Make sure that we are actually showing them. So we have a batch that I just showed you guys, but I'm going to show you again. These we made earlier so that they would be done in time to show them on the show. And this is what they look like when they're just about done. And they're very, very delicious.
They're not quite. They're still slightly raw.
But we're not going to test it, because I accidentally turned off the oven and it didn't quite get cooked all the way. So it probably needs 15 more minutes.
So we're freezing these.
Marie says Chef Dave did a great job. Everybody give Dave a thumbs up and a heart.
Boom!
Woo!
Mom's going to be like... All right.
I
Okay.
think you should read our letter we got
sure?
Is it what? I'm not reading nothing.
We did get a very nice
I'm not
letter
a good-
today. Is this recipe in the cookbook? Yes, it is. It's barbecued meatballs. It's on page 232 in the 20th anniversary edition, and it's on page 177 in the classic edition of our Dining on a Dime cookbook. If you guys didn't know, if any of you didn't know, we have an awesome cookbook that we often cook from on the show.
Which I just so conveniently have right here.
And so this is the 20th anniversary edition. It has the little, what you get with the 20th anniversary edition is you get this fancy little sticker thingy on the front here.
And you get multiple.
Just kidding. Actually, the 20th anniversary edition has 100 more. So this is our classic, which has been, it's been different bindings, but this particular version has been for sale for 14 years. And
Now it's used with
the book altogether has been 20 years in a couple of different variations. And we just came out with the 20th anniversary one, which has about 100 more pages than this. And that includes 28 more recipes. And then like pictures of, so this book is family classic recipes from Tara's family. And so there's, well, and some a little bit from me and our sister-in-law and stuff too. But the 20th anniversary has also pictures of recipe cards from great-grandma or
Isn't one of Ellie's in there?
some family pictures. Yeah, Ellie has a recipe in here. Here's Tara's apple bread recipe from when we were first married. And it also has a little story of kind of how we published the book, and it has different pictures of different covers and little stories about what was going on. Got Jill here working on one of the videos that we first did on YouTube. So that's the difference between the 20th anniversary, and the 20th anniversary also has a kind of a story about that in there as well. So if you weren't aware, that's the book that we have that we keep talking about.
Meatballs.
Can you have a little brown sugar? Sure.
So that was the mailman. Orders are gone.
Woohoo! More orders are gone. So if you just ordered last night, your order is on the way. Is Tara getting the itch to come back yet? I think to some degree, yes. But I don't know. I think she knows she needs to stay away a little longer, but she's got a lot to say.
She's like, no.
I know that surprises all of you who know her very well.
She's being tempted.
So what I want to know is, should your blow dryer leave a trail of smoke in your bathroom when you use it?
Thank you, Alice. Alice says your book is one of the best. So Tara has a blow dryer that she got it looks like a brush on the end. And the other day, I was getting dressed we have a closet in our bathroom, and I said, well, I'm not wearing my glasses, but it looks kind of smoky in there. And she said, yeah, this thing it's about the 4th time I've used it, and it seems to make a lot of smoke. And
Yeah.
I don't think that's right. What do you guys think? We originally,
That's right.
I said to her, I thought maybe when, at the beginning, you know, when electric things are new, sometimes they burn off a little of something from the factory on the elements, but did they say that's right?
No. So they told me it should not be smoking every time I use it.
Mardella, we want her back if she's rested. I think she's going to come back really before she's all the way rested,
I've
but
given up on resting.
she's been trying. She did do a lot of kind of deep cleaning, which she's feeling really good about.
Yeah, and tell them what news we got today. 3 works through the cleaning down the toilet.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
No, it
So-
isn't.
Well, they're
really
professionals. We should wait till they come out and see how they do before we assume
Told
that
me
it's
there's
going to be a
stuff
catastrophe.
all over the place.
So,
I'm
so
sure.
we had somebody come out to check on our heat and air because
Your
after
sandwich.
Tara did all this deep cleaning, there's still a lot of dust around, and it turns out that the ducts have a lot of dust in them that looks like it may have been from even when they built the house. So we're gonna have a company come out and clean out the ducts. And of course, the guy that came out said, I think got Tara scared, and he might be right, I don't know, but he said that it would kick up a lot of extra dust in the house after they clean it. Although when we had our house in Kansas, they would kick up all the dust inside the ducts and then suck it out with a big vacuum. So hopefully that would make it not as bad as that. So we'll see. You see, Mike's trying to be extra optimistic.
Patty says.
Oh, thank you for everyone saying that it's a great cookbook.
Patty says smoke is not normal. And it is smoke, it's not steam.
Those meatballs are not quite done yet.
Aww.
Patty
I
says.
accidentally turned off the oven, Jack, but
Pat,
give it about 10, 15 more minutes. Yep. Patty says what?
Patty says smoke is not normal, and Mom was saying it is 100% smoke, not steam. Probably because it was like black or gray, wasn't it?
I told her she should
It's
call.
probably my hair burning up.
Oh,
I
Mom
don't
said it's
know.
probably her hair burning up.
I told her she should call the company and ask them that and see if they might trade it out for something else. It's funny because I've never seen a blow dryer like it, but it looks like a giant spiky brush. So throw it out or return it. I'm a hairdresser and smoking implements are not normal.
Yeah, I'm returning it.
Yeah, you don't have to stay longer. I was going to wait and see if those
Oh, I don't?
actually cook the rest of the way.
Well, thank you for joining us at Dave's Delicious Dishes.
Oh, hey, Mardella, by the way, I said, I made the comment that you said we want her back if she's rested. I'm sure she very much appreciates that everybody has been saying how much they love her. And
Aw, Nancy says our cookbook's the best.
oh, thank you.
It is the best.
Lisa says this is the first thing I ever ate out of my Dining on a Dime recipe book, and it's out of this world delicious. We make it here just about once a week. Yay!
Careful, careful, careful.
It's funny, we haven't had the meatballs as much lately. We used to have them a lot. But can cause a fire, throw it out. Well, it's brand new, so Tar's only used it 4 times. So if it's the hairdryer, then we're going to take it back. Because it's been smoking ever since she bought it. Is the cookbook available in a PDF format? Yes, it is.
It's
So-
the ebook edition.
Yep, I'll share the link again to where you can get it at our store, which is at livingonadime.com, and then click on store, but I'll share the direct link here. If you go there, the one that says ebook is a PDF ebook. So yeah. And the one that the only PDF ebook we're selling anymore is the 20th anniversary one, so you don't have to wonder which version it is. In fact, as soon as we run out of the classic editions, the 20th edition will be the one. Girl and World is on! Hi!
So everybody's saying the blow dryer shouldn't smoke. I didn't think that was normal.
So, Naomi's watching.
Hey, Naomi!
I wonder how many other Out of Goshen people are watching.
Oh, Naomi!
Hey,
Woohoo!
Naomi and
Hello.
Hannah and Wormsley parents and Sam.
Yep, so if you're on the YouTube side and you see Girl and World there, she's one of the Out of Goshen family, Naomi. So.
Or that creative bug is Hannah.
Yep,
and
that creative bug is Hannah.
Sam Wormsley is just Sam Wormsley, and Out of Goshen is the I forgot what's his name, Mr. Wormsley.
Yeah, but it's just
But
Out of
I
Goshen.
totally forgot his first name. I'm spacing it right now.
Bonita says, "Great job, Dave and Mike. I'm starving after watching your show." We're gonna wait just a couple more
Art
minutes and
loves your glasses, Jack.
pull those out.
Art loves your glasses.
Thank you.
Ooh, Kathy says all the recipes she's made for Dining on a Dime, it's easy and great tasting.
Yay! That creative bug just posted. That's Hannah. Hannah from Out of Goshen, and she says, "I'm here." Yay! Oh, I meant to send you. I took a picture of our Hannah Wormsley Originals gallery,
Yeah.
and I was going to send that to you. I keep forgetting. I have it on my phone. The other day when we were watching your show, where you guys were talking about trying to make decisions about what to do with the show, I was going to send that to you on Facebook, and I forgot. So, whoops. Wow, Jack.
What?
So, oops. I got myself confused. Marie says instead of 20/20 eyes, you should have 40/40 with those glasses.
Huh?
Come here. Do you know what 20/20 vision is?
No.
It's where you can see perfectly, but Marie says instead of 20/20 eyesight, you should have 40/40 with those glasses.
Or
Why?
40/20.
Why did she say that?
Well,
Oh, because they're 2 times
They're
bigger.
huge, yeah.
Okay, here's our Hannah Wormsley gallery.
Oops.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, a little closer. So, Hannah, this is Tara's picture of our Hannah Wormsley original gallery. I'll send my picture directly to you later, but just so you can see.
I can
Because
go with
Hannah's an awesome artist and paints a lot. And that painting on the right that Tara was, well, I guess I'm seeing it, but you're probably done seeing it, is from when they were here visiting us, and we took them up to the Rocky Mountain National Park to Bear Lake. And that picture is from Bear Lake, and it was an awesome time. So,
Jack, Stormy says, I was trying to lose weight. I was looking at a candy bar and it snickered at me. You get it? A Snickers candy bar? Yeah.
So Mardella, I think when Tara comes back, Dave and I will
March
probably
31st.
do.
Vanish. No, I was thinking we could still
when
do
she comes
Fridays.
back, we probably will. Dave and I will probably do some shows sometimes without her, just to try to keep her in a,
And possibly some on Friday.
a mellow state. And Dave and I, it's not officially an every week thing, but the last 2 weeks, Dave and I have come on sort of unannounced on Friday just to chit chat with everyone.
Fun Fridays.
And actually, I need to go back and look at last Friday's because the conversation went to some pretty cool places, but it doesn't say what we talked about in the description, really. So
yeah, it just says surprise show or going off script.
it says going off script,
Yeah.
chat with Mike and Dave, but it ended up being some pretty good conversation. So, Deborah says, "Hi guys, I made the bean goulash today. Yummy, will be in my meal rotations. Gave a cookbook to one of my sons for his birthday. Wife is going back to school and hubby is going to be doing the cooking. He's super excited to get started using it. I'd give it a couple more minutes." That's awesome. Yeah, the bean goulash in there is really good.
I've never had bean goulash. Well, I'm not really a beans kind of guy, so I don't know.
It doesn't sound like something that would be good, but it's really good. So,
Well,
Christine says, "I enjoy all of your live shows."
Nancy wants to know, is liquid smoke a must? Yeah, it pretty much is for the barbecue taste.
Tar
Dude.
says liquid smoke is a must if you want the barbecue taste.
this
Something else you can do is if you
top notch.
don't have to make that from scratch. So
this
if you
taste
want, you can just buy your favorite barbecue sauce. It's just mostly because of the amount of barbecue sauce, it ends up being a lot cheaper to make it yourself.
Peggy
But
wants to know if you can mix ground pork and turkey and hamburger. Yes, you can.
yes, you can mix ground turkey, pork, and hamburger, Tara says, if you want to do that.
We can start the smoke challenge where you get a huge thing of smoke.
And I like it when she cooks some of them without the sauce, and I'll just eat them plain, or I'll put a little bit of cheese on them.
No.
Again, as I mentioned earlier, but you can make them with lots of other sauces,
Dude.
sweet and sour sauce or teriyaki sauce.
We should have gotten like a brick of cheese at our Kroger store since we were there for the lunch stuff. And we should have gotten that and then shredded it up and stuck it in there and made cheese meatballs.
Oh, that would be really good. Ooh, and I think it'd be fun to make this recipe and put a whole bunch of garlic in it.
Like jalapenos.
Tara says jalapenos. Oh, that would be delish. So the thing is, the kids wouldn't eat it as much as that. A recipe for brisket would be great. Actually, brisket would be great to make and then grill on the grill. There was one thing that I've been wanting to make. I keep talking about it, and I'm not going to say what it is today because I keep talking about it. I don't want to tease everyone. But it would be best to make it on the grill. And I was trying to think of a way to be able to do the show partly on the grill and partly here. Of course, if it's 6 degrees outside, I'm not going to want to spend the whole hour out there. Although I guess the grill would be warmer than that. But anyway, so let's go ahead. I guess we'll go ahead and pull that out and see.
Yeah.
What-
Oh man, that's something to add. Yeah.
Karen says mine was between $400 to $500 to clean out the ducts, taped off the ducts, and cleaned through all the return areas. Yeah, I know when we did it in Kansas, they didn't just blow it all over the house. They cleaned it out, so I don't think it was nearly as bad as what it sounded like.
Well,
when
he
it
said
goes.
after they're done cleaning, it's gonna blow stuff.
Ooh, so here we go again.
Oh, yum.
Looking absolutely delish.
It is amazing.
So these are the barbecue meatballs, and now that I actually turned the oven on, you can see it's kind of bubbling.
Mom's oogling over them.
So I'm going to cut them open and see if we cook them sufficiently now.
Oh, you could put cream of mushroom soup over them too instead of barbecue sauce. That would be good.
Oh yeah, Tar says you could put cream of mushroom soup instead of barbecue sauce over them.
Mardella and somebody
They
else
look-
had that.
Does that look
Two
done
people
or
had
just
that
still a
idea.
little pink?
Just slightly. It's hardly noticeable. Oh, I think that's the barbecue sauce. It's pink.
This piece is definitely done. So I'm going to try it just to
Yeah.
see. So you can see the expression on my face to see, is it really as good as I say? Hot.
It's hot.
Oh man, these are really good.
Here's this if you need to wipe off your.
Yum.
No,
Oh,
because
no.
he's gonna get more.
So I got us, because the oven wasn't on
Here, I'm trying
for
to be helpful.
earlier, ooh, burning my throat. Shout out to Quick Trip, which is a convenience store in Kansas.
Jill wants you to deliver them. Denise says you're killing us. Heidi says stop teasing us. Everybody says, wow, that looks so good.
Wow, that is really good. I'm going to put this back in the oven though because I picked from the smallest meatball, but I think that they could stand to cook just a little more. The smallest one was cooked all the way through.
Well,
but
it looked like there was just a tiny
one
tiny
section,
bit
the
of
section that I
thickness.
didn't eat from it had a little bit of pink still. But it's probably cooked sufficiently because it's been in there a long time and it's probably hot enough in the middle. But I didn't want to take a chance, so I just ate the brown part.
It's 5:30.
And I stuck it back in the oven. Yeah, Dave's like, it's 5:30, it's 5:30. Dave and Tara are both like, my God, stop talking. Although our Friday show was like an hour and 40 minutes long.
Well, that wasn't as bad because it was constant talking, and because it was constant talking, you're constantly on a roll. But being an introvert, if you talk a lot for one part and then you stop talking, well, personally, in my experience, then you just completely crash and feel like you want to fall asleep for the next 5 days.
Here,
Yeah.
hold on.
Afterwards.
Show Nan. Okay,
Uh-oh.
Mom, here's my $2 nails, Mom.
Let me see if we've got them.
Those are $2.
So Jill, those are Tara's $2 nails.
Wow.
Are you impressed?
Wow,
Those
they
look
are
like
nice.
the $10 nails from.
Oh, thanks, Dave. They look like the $2 nails.
Alice, are you loving being in front of the camera more often now? It seems like you are. I'm thinking she's meaning you.
Getting used to it. Slowly but surely. I'm better on the constant talking shows rather than on the cooking because
You did great.
this and the pizza,
You did good.
You did a fantastic
you
job
know,
today.
yeah, those were the. Hang on, let me
I
think.
think you should start your own YouTube channel.
I don't think starting from the pizza. I don't think I have cooked for 4 months now. 4 months? 5 months? I don't know. When did we make cheeseburger rolls last?
A long time ago.
I think it was 5
Jamie
months.
said people want to see the meatballs cooked again.
Okay, I'll grab the meatballs out again that are the cooked version. I'm leaving them in here a little longer because when we started it, I accidentally turned off the oven.
Hold
So,
it for just a minute longer.
so here's what they look like.
Hold it for just.
That's probably good.
They're so delish. But I'm putting them back in here just to make sure they're actually cooked all the way through because, like I said, I accidentally turned off the oven and it didn't go the full hour. If it goes the full hour, it should be fine. Dave did great. Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
Susan said Dave did great.
Thanks,
Woohoo.
Susan.
Ladiana says you did great.
Thanks.
Oh no,
Ladia.
I'm sorry, I got mixed
Oh.
up. She said too much talking is exhausting.
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally agree.
Who does
Well-
the dishes? Judy wants to know.
Judy, Mike, well,
You do.
right.
Yeah.
I'm doing all dishes now. When Tara does the show, sometimes she's doing them, but I try to do them as much as possible.
You don't do all the
You do
dishes.
your share of dishes.
Yeah, I definitely do my share of dishes. I'm not afraid of dishes. In fact, I love doing dishes.
Our kids do dishes. I mean, not our kids. What am I talking about? Your kids do dishes too.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, do they?
Yeah. I
They
just
do
did
do
it this
dishes,
morning.
although we do have to motivate
Push
them
us
sometimes.
in the right direction.
Kathy says hashtag love for Dave.
Woohoo! Oh, so Kathy, I
Thanks.
forgot. I think your cookbook was a show cookbook, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So when she just got today. Turid says they are lovely. Oh, Turid, it would be so much fun to come see you in Norway. Anyway, yeah, the show we did on Friday, I downloaded it to my computer today because I thought I need to quickly scan through it and try to make some kind of a little layout of what was in the show because it was some good stuff. And it was a really fun show. And that one we haven't been doing Friday shows, but Dave and I would kind of like to do more of them. The main
Sorry.
thing is when we have to plan what the topic is, it usually takes a lot of time and is a lot more difficult, especially if it's just talking about something like getting out of debt or whatever. And for the cooking shows, there's a lot of prep and getting all the stuff together and, making sure we have all the ingredients. And sometimes, like today, we had to cook one batch first.
Mm-hmm.
So
An
that-
hour beforehand.
Although it would have worked better if I hadn't turned the oven
Oh
off.
yeah,
So,
that might have helped, Dad.
ooh, Barbara says, love the hot chocolate mix on page 344. The recipe made about About a gallon I'm able to share with my family. Thank you so much. Love the cookbook. Thank you so much, Barbara. We actually make that all the time in the winter. Ooh, now we need a cookbook made by Dave and Mike, Pamela says. Peggy, what's the best way to freeze the meatballs? Probably, don't we prefer to freeze them before they're cooked?
Yeah.
So what we do is we form all the meatballs and lay them all out on a baking sheet, like just a flat baking sheet, or maybe one of the ones that just has the little lip around
Usually
it.
with a silpat.
With a silpat, we use a silpat like this, but you could use parchment paper or something if you want. And we just kind of position them all out on there and stick them in the freezer. They don't have to freeze all the way, but just enough so that they don't stick together when you put them in a bag. Then we'll put them in a Ziploc bag, in like the Ziploc freezer bags, about as many as we think would be needed for a particular meal. And then we have, we can just pull them out and stick them in the oven and bake them, and they're ready to go. So that's even faster. And it's great at a time like this because the recipe we made makes about 30 if you make the full recipe. That's a lot of meatballs. So if you want, you could break it up and have several meals worth all that you just prep them all at once and then freeze them like that and do it. And again, you don't have to do the barbecue. You notice we poured the barbecue sauce over at the end, but you can just bake them without any sauce. I like to bake them without any sauce and just put some cheese on there, just a little bit of cheese afterwards. But you can even put a little cheese on right at the end. But you can put kind of any sauce that you might imagine eating on beef ever. And Tara was talking about even horseradish, dipping them in horseradish. But I think it'd be fun to put a lot of garlic and extra stuff like that in
Can we
it.
make pork balls?
But for the kids, they prefer it not
Way
with
into
too much
things.
spice. Pork
He's
pork
way too
meatballs.
into pigs.
Yeah.
Pork meatballs with wrapped in bacon. Sorry, I'm way too much of a
Dave's
pig.
a bacon
I love
guy.
pigs and bacon.
All right.
Yeah, delish.
Vicky, my mom said that's what we have children for, to wash dishes and clean the toilet.
Amen!
Actually, funny story.
I don't hate the toilet.
I think, is it
Likes the toilet.
Dave actually doesn't mind cleaning the toilet. And what's funny is the kids, when they fight over who has to do which chores, Dave's like, I'll take the toilet.
I'll do the toilet while you guys go argue. And then I'm done before they're done arguing.
It's really not very hard. And it's funny, after we had kids, I really realized I'm not so worried about all that. Because bleach kills all kinds of bad stuff. So
I mean, even washing your hands kills that stuff.
yeah.
Like, you just wash your hands with Dawn dish soap or whatever and it works.
Yeah. Same thing. There's a lot of angst about the unloading the dishwasher. Everybody's like, I want to unload the top, but the dishwasher is so fast to unload.
Jamie said steak sauce on meatballs. That would
Ooh,
be good.
yeah.
A1 on meatballs?
Oh, A1 on meatballs? That would be great.
Oh, would they taste like a steak then?
What is A1?
Tara's wondering if it tastes like a steak. You probably want to let them brown more than like, without the sauce. Let them brown so where they're a little bit crispy on the outside. That would be really good. Liz, do we have last Friday's video up for viewing? Yes. If you're on YouTube, it's the last one before this, and I think it says chat with Mike and Dave. Mike and Dave off script.
It
That's
says
the one.
off script and then Mike and Dave.
That one turned out to
Chat
be a
with
really
Mike and
nice
Dave.
conversation with everybody, and that's why it went so long, because we just had a lot of questions and we were pretty relaxed.
And at the beginning we were like, oh no, what are we gonna say? I mean, what if no one asks any questions and it's just an awkward silence of us staring at each other with the camera recording us while we're staring at each other. But it was nice. Yeah.
It was good. Actually, the one thing that Dave and I have, or at least I've liked, is the last two Fridays. The first Friday was a technical test that ended up being a chat show. And last one we just came on to chat. I like the fact that it didn't take too much prep, because even if we don't have a topic at all, we still have to set up the equipment, which was about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a lot easier than what we do for a regular show, because then it's setting up the equipment, which is maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And then also prepping whatever we're doing that day on the show. And it's funny because the conversation shows where we talk about saving money or groceries or getting out of debt or something, those, believe it or not, are a lot of work ahead because we're thinking about the topic and kind of figure out to try to get all the content in during that show.
What is going to be in this show?
Mary, do we still have the cookbooks on sale? They're not on sale right now, but we do have sales from time to time, so you might just keep your ears open. We'll be doing... we usually mention the sales on the show most of the time. And we have them pretty regularly. Well, somewhat regularly. Those classic ones did not sell out all the way, and so if they're not sold out probably by the summer sometime, we will probably have another sale to try to clear them out.
I say next month.
Well, Tara says next month, so maybe so. Patty G, I want another meetup this summer, please.
Oh, I was thinking we should do a meetup with her and Jennifer and Kim and everybody who came.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
All right.
It's time to go.
Well, I guess it's about time to go. I'm just checking. What's the estimated cost of the recipe? So this is all beef then.
$5 if you get your hamburger. You can make the entire meal for 4 to 6 people for $5 or less. If you have meatballs, broccoli, and rolls or something like that, or biscuits, you can do it for $5 if you buy your meat on sale for $1.99 a pound.
So Tara says if you buy the meat on sale for $1.99 a pound, you can make it for $5 or less for 4 to 6 people. And is that
includes the
is that the
broccoli
full
and-
recipe? Because the full recipe
No,
made a
not
whole
the
lot of
full
meatballs.
recipe. That's what I'm saying. If you break it up into meals.
So how many meals would that full recipe be? 2 for 4 to 6 people?
for us that's like 3 or 4 meals.
Oh, okay.
Did you see how many meatballs I cooked?
Yes.
Because
You only really
The
need
majority of the cost is in the meat, right?
you only really need 2 to 3 meatballs.
And it's 3 pounds of meat, so yeah. We don't eat all 30 meatballs for our whole family at one time, so it would go several. So Tara was saying about $5 for the amount that 4 to 6 people would normally eat. So there you go. All right. So oh yeah, Jill says she slaps them on plastic wrap and freezes. It does not use the baking tray. She says because they don't seem to stick together and are easy to separate. So there you go. All right, I'm going to take a very quick look here. Ooh, let's see.
What?
Violet, first time in chat. Great, it's great to have you here, Violet. Let's see.
Hey, Violet.
And Karen, this is my first live show. I'm so excited. Yay, Karen, we're glad you made it today. Dave and I especially are glad that you made it while we're in charge. Right, Dave? Ooh, Kat, Dave, you're an awesome cook. Loved your cheeseburger rolls.
Oh, thank you. Actually, should we make that my cheeseburger roll recipe now?
I think it's,
Yeah.
does it not say that? Maybe it doesn't.
I'm not sure, actually. Now I have to look.
All right.
Would it be under the D or the C?
It's just cheeseburger. I don't think we made them, Dave. We'll do that on the next printing.
I'm not sure they did.
We'll do it on the next printing, okay?
Okay, hang on. Let me just make sure, just to be safe. Oh my goodness, my hands cannot do this.
All right. Okay, just
trying
looking to
to
make
see-
sure there aren't any others.
I'm trying to see if the cheeseburger rolls are in here.
So Music Mad is $10 New Zealand, inexpensive. Music Mad says, I go to a country pub down the road and they have Friday night meals for $10 New Zealand dollars each. Yummo. I think it'd be fun to come down there and go to that pub with you. So,
I
all
would
right.
go. Well, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to actually.
all right,
Maybe
well,
I should- hang on. Hang on.
here Dave was wanting to wrap it a little bit ago. Now he's saying, hang on.
No, I think it's. Hang on, let me check. 237, 237, 237.
All right, I'm going to share the link to the Dining on a Dime cookbook one more time, and then also to the recipe in case you don't have the book and you want to make these luscious, yummy meatballs.
Cheeseburger rolls on page 237 if you want. But, come on, man. I thought you forgot the Dave.
Well, I didn't realize that we didn't have Dave's on there. So, all right. So I'm sharing. I just shared the barbecue meatballs link again one more time.
Except mine are modified. 'Cause I
Ooh,
use
that
less
sounds
cheese.
good, Music Man. All right. Oh, hey, did you get your book yet? I was curious if it got there yet.
Music
So,
Man?
I didn't tell you. Maybe I didn't tell you. You suggested maybe we could send you an ebook, but we went ahead and sent you a print book. I realized I was going to do it as a surprise, but I think I kind of blew it. So anyway. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. We sure appreciate you. 3 cookbooks, how long in post? How long is the? What's the longest it usually for medium mail?
For medium mail, the longest.
2 weeks is the longest. If it's
Yeah.
not there in 10 business days.
So
let us know.
if who was it that asked? Russ. 3 cookbooks. If it's been more than 10 business days, which would be 2 weeks, so business days would only be Monday through Friday, then you should probably contact us because the post office may have lost them. We had one person who I need to send a new one to that we just discovered for that same reason. Thankfully, most of the books have been getting through without a lot of problems recently, but we did have a bunch during the Christmas sale where we were struggling with some postal issues. So anyway, all right. Violet, can I make a suggestion? Shepherd's pie. We actually do have a shepherd's pie recipe.
It's really good.
And Tara says it's really good too, so we may have to make that sometime in the near future. So, especially this time of year would be a great time to have it. Karen, what days and times are the live shows usually on? We are scheduled on Monday and Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time. We're in Colorado. The last 2 weeks, Dave and I have gone on sort of casually on Friday at the same time. We'll probably do that more often, but not every Friday. So, and we're not sure which Fridays we'll do until Friday comes. So, for Friday, we may not announce it far ahead of time. So if you're around Friday and you want to see, you can check in and see. And that we're slightly more flexible on the time. It would probably be 4:30, but if it was 5 minutes later, it's casual Friday. So anyway, but yeah, Monday and Wednesday we try to be right at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time.
Friday is a casual. We'll be on when we can, but you know, we might not be on, so no guarantees. And if we're not on within 15 minutes of 4:30, then we're probably not starting on Friday.
Yeah, Fridays we used to do all the time, and we haven't been doing, but Dave and I kind of started it up just for casual chat, which has kind of been becoming fun. So Amy T says Monday and Wednesdays in the USA, depends on where you live. She's in Western Australia, so it's in the morning for her. So yeah, so if you're in Australia, it'd be in the morning. If you're in Europe, it's pretty late in the evening. But we sure appreciate all our European and Aussie friends,
All
and
our
New Zealand friends, and
Foreigners.
Norwegian friends, and yeah.
Ooh, Norwegian, yeah.
Of course, our Americans and Canadians goes without saying, right?
Uh-oh, do you
So
still have crippling depression, they want to know?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's old. No, I don't
Now,
know.
Denise is wondering if you still have crippling depression.
I don't do crippling depression no more. I'm done with that meme.
yes, Jesse, you did miss the cooking, but I'm sure glad to see you. We're just actually wrapping the show. We're a little overtime on the show, actually. Here, maybe I'll show you one more time since we're still on. I'll show everyone who's just joining us. If you are just joining us, we're about to actually go off. But ooh. So these are the barbecue meatballs that we made. They are smelling delish, and we actually tried some. I just didn't leave them. Oh, these are probably totally cooked by now. I did do a taste test earlier, and they were super amazing. But we had planned them to be done earlier, but
Sorry, Mom.
I accidentally turned off the oven. What happened to Mom?
Nothing.
She
I
ran
don't
away
know. I
screaming
don't
and
know if she wants
laughing.
me to say it on
Laughing
stream.
and cackling. All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and go. Oh, sorry, Leanne. Yes, you did miss the cooking today, but it will be on a replay, so hopefully it'll feel like it's still alive.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We will be back Wednesday. I'm definitely going to make guacamole tostadas, and they are so amazingly delish. I thought about just throwing in some enchiladas while I was at it. Only thing is, Tara isn't eating corn stuff at the moment, so I don't know. It might just be me eating that stuff, which I'm okay to do, but I need to not eat too much of it at this moment. But the guacamole tostadas, definitely making those on Wednesday. They're really yummy, and they're easy, and they're a cool thing that doesn't need to be cooked. The enchiladas, I would probably cook. I obviously would cook them. So
Well,
anyway. Yay!
It's been a night.
Yep. Well,
Thank
sorry,
you for joining
Leanne,
us on Dave's
but hopefully we'll
Delicious
see you
Dish-
again.
Thank you for joining us on Dave's Delicious Dishes.
Yes. All right. Good night,
Wait.
John Boy, says Jennifer. Tara understood that reference.
Aww.
That was her most favorite show when
It was.
when we first met, and we probably should watch some of it again.
We should.
Yeah, wow, everybody's remembering you saying crippling depression. All right, we are going to go ahead and go then.
Man,
as
we
much
have
as...
some faithful viewers.
Oh, yay, Music Mad said the book arrived on Friday. I hope you love it, because it would be kind of difficult to get it there. So I hope you really enjoy it. So yay! All right. Well, thanks everyone. We sure appreciate it. Yes, Wanda, I will turn the oven off. Although it's nice and toasty right now, being that it's 7 degrees outside. So
7 degrees.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. The white picket fence night, y'all gotta go to oils class. That sounds like fun. Okay, but before Mike talks anymore, I guess we better wrap it. Can you say goodnight, Dave? Say goodnight, Chet. Goodnight, Dave.
Bye.
Oh man, I'm not that
Wait, what?
ancient. I'm not that ancient, but
Wait.
some of you got it.
What did you say?
I said goodnight, Chet. Goodnight, Dave. That was some like news broadcasters in the 1960s,
okay.
I think. All right. Good night.
I won't get that.
Thanks so much. It was great seeing all of you today, and we'll see you again on Wednesday.
See ya.
Bye. Oh, am I supposed to wait a second?
Oh yeah, wait like 5 seconds, and we can fill in some filler material, and we'll, see, I'll stir this and give them.
In theory, this part will not be recorded, but just in
Hopefully.
case it is, we're still
Hopefully
talking.
no
to you.
one sees this.
All right.
Okay.
All right.